So God chooses Abraham and he tells him, leave everything that you know, from family to friends to your job, everything. I want you to leave everything that you know, and I want you to go to this foreign place, this foreign land. This is going to be a new thing that I'm doing through you, and it's going to catapult and open the doors for the next generation. So Abraham is on board for this assignment that God has placed in his hands. And as he's going through his journey, there are a few stops that Abraham goes through. And these few stops that he goes through, these other stops, he's trusting God. Okay, this ain't too bad. I got this. And keeps on going. Okay, he's still trusting God. God is still moving. God is still showing himself faithful. And then there's this one specific stop to where he gets to a place there is a famine. And now Abraham is like, okay, God, I was with you up until this point. He begins to take an exit from a place that God had called him to enter. I don't know if you're in a place where you're saying, God, I was with you up until this point. God, I was with you up until this point, meaning that, God, when you told me to go get married and I took those steps and now the marriage is shaky, God, I don't know about this. God, when you told me to go start the business and now my finances are going under, God, I don't know about this. When you told me to go start the family, now that the family is going crazy, God, I don't know about this. God, I don't know about this. This is unfamiliar territory. And this unfamiliar territory is tied to your transformation. And when you try to exit where God has called you to enter, you are refusing to produce at a place of where God has placed you. A famine is a place that goes through a shortage. It goes through a place to where there is no producing. It is a lack of this, a lack of that. And maybe in your life you're feeling like, I got shorted at this company, I got shorted in this family, I got shorted in this marriage, I got shorted in this business, I got shorted with this, I got shorted with that. And so now you're thinking that, God, now that there's been a shortage that has taken place in my life, it's not giving me what it was once giving me. How can I produce from a land that won't feed me? How can I produce in a marriage that won't love me? How can I produce in a family that won't accept me? How can I produce in a company that rejects me? Leaving places and things that God has not called us to leave because it is not giving us what we think we need. This famine that you see before you is a famine that you have to go through. But God is saying that empty and famished, I'm still gonna create fullness. I had to strip it down. I had to have it to where it was no longer producing what you were used to, so that I can get you to the next you. See, this famine is the thing that's tied to God's favor. And if you leave it too soon because of what you feel like it cannot give you, you are gonna cost you.